Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 here on Nyxus Gaming. I am excited because today we are starting the ending process for the base game. We are going to go to the Brotherhood and we are going to start knocking out their main quests to the end. But before we go over there, there's a few little housekeeping things I want to do around here in Sanctuary. First off, I want to find Curry, because she has been trying to initiate a conversation with me for the past few episodes, actually, and I've just kind of ignored her and brushed her off. I think I last saw her over here.
If the data I'm collecting will serve any purpose. Remember, to breathe. I keep thinking if I forget to do this, no more Curie. And suddenly, all this excitement we do, there is an element of something new. What if my arm is blown off? It is not so simple to repair this now.
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe.
That makes me feel better. Calm. I will be fine. It is coming to me. Quickly, I hope. Just bear with me. I am sure my research will blossom with this magnificent new hardware.
And that's pretty much it for her conversation. I don't know if it's an affinity thing or just a side effect after you do her companion quest that she has that conversation, but it's just a thing she's been bothering me about for a little bit. Since we're going to be doing the Brotherhood quests, we're going to, of course, take our good friend Dance through it as much as we can.
My power armor, and I'll take on the world.
Paladin.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Oh, I'm ready.
Ready.
Roger that.
There's nothing quite like the smell of power armor grease and testosterone.
The aroma is rather pungent.
All right, Kate, stay here in Sanctuary. Don't worry. I still got to adventure with you a little bit. I still need your perk. I think I need hers, Curry's, Strong's, Dance's, and X6's here. I'm not going to be using X6 for a little bit because we're going to be doing a lot of anti-institute things for this next portion of the game, and he's not going to like it. In fact, if I didn't have a certain mod installed, he would completely leave our service, but I've downloaded a mod to where he won't, so he's stuck with us. Before we go to the Brotherhood, one last thing, I want to find Sturgis and see if I can give him something and trigger one final Minuteman quest. Thought I saw him walking around over here somewhere. I don't see him up on the roof. I think I have him assigned to defenses, so he might be over at the entrance to Sanctuary. Let's check over there. Oh yeah, here he is. Hey, buddy.
Can we trade a few things?
Okay, yeah, it's not even giving me the option to.
Huh? I can't take all the credit.
And I think it's because we got into the Institute with the Brotherhood. You know how the Brotherhood had the quest for us to get the network scanner and bring it to Proctor Ingram? That quest right there. If you go in with the Minutemen, then you kind of get the same quest, but you got to bring it to Sturgis there. And from what I was reading, you can still give it to Sturgis, but then you can take back a copy and give it to Proctor Ingram and still do both their quests. But I don't know, it's in-game stuff, and a lot of it's very anti-other factions, so I didn't know if it'd work or not. So I wanted to try. Too bad it did not work. With that being said, our chores around here are pretty much done. And we can go back to the Pridwin. All the way across the Commonwealth. I don't know if you can tell, I'm super excited for this next leg of the game. And part of it is because we get to see Liberty Prime. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. America. Fuck yeah. I'm not usually like this. I'm sorry. But it's Liberty Prime, brother. Better dead than red, am I right? Oh, it's gonna be fun. And I have a mod installed too
Would it be possible to speak
Wait, well-
off the record for a
oh,
moment?
what's going on, Dance Buddy?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is difficult for me to say, so I hope you'll bear with me as I try to get through it. When you were first placed under my sponsorship, I had some serious reservations about it. Despite all that, this has turned out to be a rewarding experience. For both of us. At this point, honestly, I don't feel like there's anything else I could teach you about being a Brotherhood soldier that you don't already know. It's apparent from your attitude and your actions that you intend to keep those ideals close to your heart.
I'm flattered to hear this, but I feel like there's more.
There is. I'm just not very good at these sort of things. Let me start at the beginning. I grew up alone in the capital wasteland. Spent most of my childhood picking through the ruins and selling scrap. When I was a bit older and had a few caps to my name, I moved into Rivet City and opened a junk stand. While I was there, I met a guy named Cutler. We got along pretty well. Watched each other's backs and kept each other out of trouble. When the Brotherhood came through on a recruiting run, we felt like it was a way out of our nowhere lives. So we joined up.
Rivet City. Must be post-war, because I've never heard of it.
You're right. It was a settlement, built inside the remains of a beached aircraft carrier. One of the safest places to live in the capital wasteland, until the Brotherhood arrived. It was the perfect location for me to try my hand
Wasn't
at
half
being
of
a
it
merchant.
flooded and swarmed with mirelurks, if I remember right? I don't think it was really safe at Rivet City, but go ahead, Dance.
I'm glad you had greater ambitions than just selling junk.
Once I saw what the Brotherhood had to offer, there was no comparison. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, Cutler vanished on a scouting op. It took some convincing, but I was able to persuade my CO to let me assemble a squad and search for him. It took almost 3 weeks, but we tracked his team down to a super mutant hive. Those wretched abominations had slaughtered everyone but Cutler. He should have been so lucky. The mutant bastards used their FEV to change him into one of their own kind. He wasn't Cutler anymore. I had to... It was my duty to put him down.
You did the right thing.
It's what I was taught. I don't know if it was right. Ever since Cutler died, I've seen other soldiers come and go. Some were brave, some were honest. Hell, some were even downright heroic. But I'd never considered any of them to be a good friend. A friend like Cutler was. Until now. It's a good feeling, but it frightens me all the same. Having a bond with someone, then losing them. It changes you. I don't want to go through that again.
It would never be that way with me. I care about you too much to let that happen.
From one soldier to another.
Damn.
I'm glad to see that our bond is as strong as ever. I just thought you deserved to know how I felt. If you feel that I've overstepped my bounds, I completely understand. Whatever the case may be, I appreciate the fact that you took the time to listen.
So as I was saying, that was a really convenient time for that to pop up, because I was saying that I have a mod for a certain part of the Brotherhood quest that involves Dancy Boy there. And I have no idea how that mod is gonna go. Apparently it's based on some cut content that was supposed to be in the game, but they removed it for whatever reason. It's stuff I've never done before, and if you know, I love doing Fallout stuff that I've never done before. Experiencing new things in this universe. Oh, it's gonna be a great time. Sorry, I feel like I'm, like... Did I say that I was, like, acting weird today? I'm acting super weird today, like... Oh, I'm just so excited. Ingram.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
You didn't expect me to survive the trip?
A device like the Signal Interceptor is way out of my league. I was hoping you'd make it, but I find it tough to have faith in technology I don't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
What do you hope to find on there?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat,
Oh,
I'm
we're
sure you've
going to
noticed
see
that we've
it.
been building a gantry on the tarmac.
We're gonna
Maxon
see
and
it.
Kels have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
Come on, hurry up. I want to see it. Zoom. Wait. Oh.
This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Proctor Ingram.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
That's my boy over there on the table. We're gonna put you back together, don't worry. Call me William Afton because I will put you back together again.
My help? I don't know a thing about robot repair.
Why don't we leave the repairing to my scribes? You're going to be doing the legwork. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Prydwen, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Alright, so that was one thing we did when we were in the Institute. We spoke to Dr. Lee, and we convinced her to leave the Institute and return to the Brotherhood, all so she can help us work on Liberty Prime. Now, if you've played Fallout 3, you know Liberty Prime was a big part in the ending to that game. A very awesome part to that game. But this power issue that they're having with it isn't a new thing. I want to say, lore-wise, Liberty Prime was built, like completely assembled pre-war, but the US military could not figure out how to power him. And so fast forward a couple hundred years to Fallout 3, the Brotherhood discovers Liberty Prime, and they get it functional, but it still draws a ton of power. And they still can't fix it in Fallout 3. They're working on fixing it here. I don't want to spoil too much from Fallout 3, but as Ingram said, Prime does get destroyed at one point, and that's why he's in pieces here.
A new time and date will be forthcoming.
You know what I need to do while I'm here?
Never expected Dr. Lee would return to the Brotherhood. But you're not here to discuss history, are you? Are there documents you wanted to turn in? Or were you here to help with a research patrol?
I got
I found
documents.
some technical
I think I have like
documents for you.
7 of them.
Good.
No, I have
I was
7
beginning to
blood
run out of
samples. I need to
materials
turn those
study.
in too.
Here are the caps that I promised.
I had 5
Remember,
documents.
The Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your...
Oh, okay, you've told us that before. You're good. Yeah, I want to turn in these blood samples, though. I'm not going to consider this blood sample quest done until she at least gives us the thing for it. And I think we have to give her like 20 blood samples total for us to give her, for her to give us the thing.
Tonight?
Yes, here you go.
Thank goodness. I was running low and didn't want to draw any more samples from my specimens. Here's some caps for the trouble.
Okay, that's still not enough. We've given her at least 10 at this point. I want to say closer to 15. And I think it's 20 is when she gives it to us. All right,
If
Madison.
you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
What was the whole point of me bringing you back if you don't do that?
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime.
I didn't know about
I've been
Liberty
down this road with
Prime.
the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone
feel like
else
I'm
wearing a
drawing at
Brotherhood of
straws with
Steel
that one.
uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Well, I'm glad that was all it took, just telling her that it'll save the Commonwealth. That was actually super easy. Not even a speech or charisma check involved with it either. Just, oh yeah, it'll save the Commonwealth with a stutter and everything. I just know we gotta get our boy working again. It's sad to see him like this. He's literally in pieces. Don't worry, Prime. We're gonna fix you up.
At Victoria, brother.
Okay. Let's fly down there. And at this point, they should start sending us out on missions to actually get the pieces for them. I think we gotta go back into the glowing sea. So we'll probably make a stop at Sanctuary and grab a suit of armor while we're there. That way we won't have to deal with the radiation. And all will be well. Where? Oh, why is she up there? That's weird.
Charging into a situation, guns
Ingram?
blazing.
Wow, things are off to a good start.
Oh, all the
Isn't that
parts
right?
are out here, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Prime
yeah,
suffered
that's
some
his upper
significant
half.
damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is
Where
that
is
the damage
she?
isn't
Oh, she's over
irreversible,
here.
and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Damn.
Charming, isn't she?
Love it.
Maybe I should teach her some manners.
That's not necessary. She isn't going to be much good to us.
But
if
I
she's
didn't
lying
mean
in
it
a
like
hospital
that.
bed. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're going to have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Yeah, I know what those are. Totally.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
And so they give you this big list of stuff that you gotta find. I wasn't even paying attention to what the list was called. Electromagnetic actuators list. They give you this big list here, and then they basically tell you, like, hey, we have pretty much everything here already. All you need to do is go find a high-powered magnet. I realize the high-powered magnet might be difficult to find, but Elder Maxon and I have confidence in your abilities. Good luck. I don't think it's actually too hard to find. It sends you to a hospital to find them. I think it's either Medford or some other hospital, not Mass Bay. I think it either sends you to Medford or Milton, and we've cleared both of those out, so it's Just a matter of going in, finding the magnet, and getting out. Okay, I want to say this place is full of super mutants. How did both of those miss? Are you, like, actually kidding me with that? I feel like both of those first shots should have definitely hit. But, I don't know. This game's weird like that sometimes. Let's just head on in. I don't think ammo is really a concern anyway, right? We have over 1,000 ammo for this gun. Ideally, it should see us to the end of the base game, at the very least. If I remember right, there is another super mutant suicider that spawns in here as well. Yep.
These fortifications
right there.
Hostile vaporized. I don't think we're alone.
There's more up there. Come on, Dance. Get some shots in. There you go, buddy. Stop moving, dude. Dance, could you really not finish that guy off? Come on, dude.
I know they're still here.
Yeah, there's some behind the door there. Let's just try and head straight for what we need.
We are the future. A noise?
Looks like it's on the top floor here. Hey, buddy. There we go. Oh, it's in the operating theater. Good thing we still have the key, right? I don't remember locking this behind me. Is there someone coming behind me? No, I thought I heard someone screaming behind me. I was wrong. Where'd this other guy go? He's in this room hiding, I guess. Maybe? Oh, he's running.
Fight to the last man. Contact lost.
Alright, Dance, I need you to hold the door while I look for this thing. Auto caps, high-powered magnet. Easy as that.
Targets have disengaged.
Let's get on out of here. I told you it would be easy to find. I wasn't worried about this part of the quest. I'm glad they met me down here, just to die. That was the suicider there. Take his mini nuke off of him. And this last guy here, as long as he doesn't come around that corner, I will allow him to live. As a warning. Alright, back to the airport we go. I guess we're going to the actual airport, right? Not the airport ruins. Alright, let's go see, what's her face. Let's see, now she's back in here, I think, where all the parts were. She keeps moving around on me. Oh, we're not actually... What the hell? Where am I going? Am I going to the the settlement area? Is that where I have to build the stuff? If so, that's kind of dumb. Considering, like, I'm supposed to build them on Prime. Not over here. But I guess we're building them over here and they magically get put on Prime? Okay. Wait, so what do I... How do I... I'm so confused. How do I actually get them over to Prime? We're not building Prime here. I just construct the actuators here, I guess. I will do what it says, and I will literally just construct them on the ground and see what happens. Do I, like, pick them up or anything? I activate them. I can't activate them. Okay, well, that's really weird to me. So I guess I just walk back over here and let her know they're in a completely different spot. Okay. This doesn't... Yeah, I can't build anything in this area, so I couldn't have built them over here.
Dr. Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before
That's
you
a
give
problem.
up hope, there's
We
actually
need
a
the
silver
liquor.
lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Oh, you hear that, buddy? We're
To be
gonna
frank, I don't
say
agree with
hello
Father's decision, but I'll accept
soon. Soon, Prime. Don't worry. All right. So, like I said, we're gonna stop by Sanctuary. And we're gonna grab ourselves a nice suit of armor. Well, probably, I still don't have a full set of the X01 armor. And that really upsets me. I'm level 56. I feel like I should be finding X01 armor. But I think the last power armor frame I found had all T45 parts, which is wonderful. So we're probably just going to take the T60... Ooh, should we take the Atom Cat's T60? Or should we just take the Brotherhood T60? I feel like last time we went into the Glowing Sea, we took the Brotherhood T60. Maybe we should take the Atom Cats this time. We also have, I think, the military T60 here. Yeah, we do, but meh, that one's kind of boring. We have the winterized as well. Let's go with the Atom Cats. I need to go grab some fusion cores. I think I have like 4 in my inventory or something, maybe just 1.
You
better keep your mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
I have not yet mastered Dr.
Okay, I didn't know if that was another conversation or not she was having. It's hard to tell sometimes. Accidentally took the bat out. Okay, fusion cores. Fusion cores. There we go. Let's take 87 of them. Because I pick up every fusion core that I see in every location and all the random loot ones, but I hardly use power armor, I always have an extremely high stock of these things. And that's great. I love it. Okay, Dance.
Time to suit up.
Let's go to the glowing sea. We're stopping by right here. That's where Scribe Halen set up her little communications area. Luckily, it's right next to Vault 95, so it should be quick and easy to get to. And the gunners haven't respawned either. Even better. Oh, Halen, where you at, girl? Is that? Oh, I thought I saw a suit of power armor just sitting over there. I was wrong. Funny thing, this location here doesn't have any important notable loot to it, but these Brotherhood soldiers in power armor respawn. It is considered stealing if you get into their power armor, but if you're okay with that, this is a good location to get frequent suits of T60. You can sneak up, take their fusion core out of the armor, and then you can, they'll get out of it, and you can just step in it. But like I said, it counts as stealing, so I'm not going to do that. I don't know why I would turn off the turrets there.
Scribe?
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
How've things been over there?
Pretty well, actually. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
What about those feral ghouls? They still a problem?
With a vertibird at our disposal? Not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Alrighty.
Why use this distress pulsar?
Unless you could locate an entire radio station within the glowing sea, there's no way you're going to be able to send out a regular signal. Luckily, the distress pulsar's ping cuts right through the interference, and we'll be able to hear you as long as we stay close to the frontier. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
Right, that's kind of the point of my power armor, Halen, but thanks for the warning. I think the more important part you should worry about in the glowing sea is the very large number of death claws that we are probably going to come across, and rad scorpions. Dance, you're not shooting at anything. It's underground. Where's the other one? I'm waiting on it. Is it like stuck underground? I think it might actually be stuck underground and not like it's digging. I think it's like glitched underground maybe. Okay, well I guess we'll just leave that behind then. Oh, there it goes. Wait, maybe? Oh, I think it just dug back underground, even though it was already glitched underground. There we go. Okay. Alright. Now that that's dealt with, let's start heading into the sea. Not the water sea, the glowing sea. Like before, I'm gonna do my best to avoid locations that aren't important to the quest. Like always, honestly, because if I discover something that's new, I feel the need to clear it out and get all the loot from it. Where are they coming up at? We got 2 more.
No mercy!
That's a death skull? Oh my god, it's so resilient. What's the weak part of a rad scorpion? I know they have a weak point similar to the Mirelurks. Let's see, the tail's kind of weak. The face is pretty weak. The face is a small spot, though. Oh, it dug underground. I saw 2 of them. Oh, yep, that would explain where the other one is. Like, I originally saw 2 of them, but I've only seen 1 death skull. This is an unfortunate spot for it to be in. Can't really hit the face from here. Okay. Again, I'm glad we have a lot of ammo for this gun. Because so far, before even coming across a death claw, these things are taking a lot of ammo, and that is an alpha death claw up there. Should we just try and ignore it? It's kind of ignoring us. Let's leave that one alone. Let's just keep proceeding towards where we need to go. I would like to see Liberty Prime. Are you kidding me? There's more rad scorpions. This one's a legendary predator. I don't think it's even worth trying to shoot it from this distance. I don't see that death claw anymore. It's kind of left us alone. They see us now. Get it before it mutates. There we go. Okay, we haven't alerted the... There's another one. There were 3 of them here. That one's an out. Did we stop it from digging underground? Hell yeah, we did. We haven't alerted the Deathclaw. I think the Deathclaw decided to just leave us alone. It saw us just getting mauled by repeated rad scorpions, which, before I leave, one of those was a legendary. I need to see what it had on it. Sentinels, Disciples... Bro. Where were you when I killed the other 3? Sentinels, Disciples, strapped right leg. Reduces damage while standing and not moving by 15%.
Anything useful?